Hi, I'm Alistair from Lazarus Training, and in this video we're going to look at how we can use a sling to help immobilise a suspected fractured arm. So our basic first aid guidance, if we think that someone's broke their arm, is to keep it still and keep it simple. And if most people, if they're conscious and able to do so, will just want to support the arm in a comfortable position, and there's a lot to be said for leaving it as that. If the person's unable to do this, unwilling to do this, or tires in holding their limb, then we might find some benefit from putting a sling on to help support and immobilise their arm. We may also see this being useful for people who have had a previous injury, had their arm in a sling as part of their treatment, and have perhaps taken it off. Because this video has been filmed during the COVID-19 coronavirus outbreak, we are using once again trusty Dave as our casualty, and again, as always in these videos, I'm not wearing PPE just so it's preserved as a source for those that need it in the front line. Now, poor old Dave has injured his right arm. We know this because he has some pain there, he has a lack of movement there. He said he heard a strange noise when he fell over and hurt it. And if he was a normal person, normal movement of the other limbs, they would probably be cradling it like so. Because Dave's a mannequin, his arm doesn't naturally sit in that position, so please excuse me. I'm going to use a triangular bandage here, and as the name suggests, it's a triangle in shape. The key thing about all of this, whichever position, whatever type of sling you're trying to put on, is that the top of the triangle goes to the elbow on the injured arm. The top of the triangle goes to the elbow on the injured arm. And sometimes people say about tying a knot in that area just to help you remember things and help you navigate. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to get my sling and I'm going to very, very gently pass it through the elbow, behind the elbow on the injured arm. I'm looking for that knot that I tied a moment ago, and that is going to help me navigate. And so I put it up and I place this bit over the opposite shoulder. Now this next stage is a stage that I would take much more care and attention over if Dave was a real person and this limb was really broken. But basically I'm worrying the material out to support his arm. With one end over this shoulder, I can now gather up this end and I bring that over the nearest shoulder. And I want to tie a knot around the back that will hold. Now I must admit, we're not too fussy about what types of knot you tie, it just needs to be something that will hold. As already mentioned, Dave is very inflexible because he's a mannequin, but the following bits are good practice anyway. I want to make sure that his arm is fully supported. To pull the material through so it's supporting his arm, so it supports him all the way up to the wrist so that his hand's not hanging down and creating weight. I've also got it coming all the way back here to his elbow, so that knot that I made earlier is actually creating a small pocket around the elbow and helps hold the arm in. I need to be careful that it's not putting any pressure on any nerves or anything like that in this area, but it's quite a useful little trick just to hold the sling together. Now I might want to check the circulation in his wrist if I know how to do so, or I may cheat using the circulation in the fingernails if I know how to do so, but this is the basic sling to support the arm in the lower position. Might be used if the person has broken their arm or severely injured their arm, or it might be used in part of the rehab of somebody who's hurt their arm, maybe if they've got a plaster cast on, to support the weight of that. So I hope you found this video from Dave and I useful to remind you about how to apply a sling to somebody whose arm you're trying to support when it's a suspected fracture. If you have any questions, queries or comments, then please place them in the comment section down below. And if there's anything in particular you'd like us to cover on any future videos, again, place it in the comments down below. Otherwise, subscribe, notifications, 6 PM UK time, new video every week, and until the next one, bye.